Hey guys, it's Lohpally here with another video, and today we're going to be talking to you a little bit why Ashe support has kind of come out into the meta and what's making it thrive so well in the solo queue arena. So first off, a lot of people always ask me like, what makes this character work? Why am I seeing it now? Kind of a short breakdown is going to be number one, the volley is going to be super long range. So for poking matchups in the early stages, it gets you a ton of pressure. Think of this character a lot like Karma Mantra queuing, where it's really easy for you to hit it and do tons of damage and get applied pressure in your lane. The second thing is Hawkshot. Hawkshot is a great tool for you to track the jungler early stages so that your teammates can know where junglers are ganking, and so it's a lot easier for you to track the enemy jungler and not die to ganks as frequently. This spell also is really great into the mid to late game for any areas that are unwarded, and so you can check those places out without face checking or getting yourself killed. And then really the thing that ties this character together is gonna be Arrow. Arrow lets you engage from really long range, and even if it misses, it's got an incredibly short cooldown. Another thing to note too is since the durability patch, people aren't playing as much Leona and Nautilus. A lot of people are playing things like Lulu and Soraka, and these matchups are really favorable for Ashe, just like how Senna really likes characters that can't all-in her. For itemization, we're going to be getting the most important things, which is our Lucidity Boots and Mandate. After that, we can go Chempuck Chainsword, so we get that ability haste and that healing reduction also on top of that. The other two items that can fill out your build path are going to be things like Umbral and Manamune. We just want to stack AD and CDR as much as possible. For our runes, we're going to be taking Comet, Mana Flow, Transcendence, and Scorch, with the Domination Tree secondary with Cheap Shot and Ultimate Hunter so our arrows come up as frequently as possible. So without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Warning, warning, warning.
I'm gonna not leash. Like, I'm not leashing. Can't leash bottom. There. I put a period there so he knows that I'm serious. And the reason for that is I just think college is like, I won't use the word scam, but it's like, it's not appropriate. Oh, what the f? Did he like auto attack in here or something? Like, the cost of college is not appropriate. It's too expensive. And like the way the US is designed, like it's designed to intentionally bury you in debt. You know? So like once you can't afford something, like you're paying the minimums on debts, like you just pay forever. Like, I would never go back to school for something that, like, I didn't care that much about. Just to, like, have a degree. Thoughts on Sona's name? It's a name, for sure. The one thing I learned in college was that you would make a bunch of money with your degree. Yeah, it's just, like, not even true. My aunt who went to like college, like my aunt who went to college to be a lawyer, she became like a public prosecutor, right? She's in her 50s. Yeah, she's in her 50s. She's still paying off her college. It's just like, so like, why would I go to college for a degree I don't care about, you know? That's kind of how I felt. Like, if you have a reason to go to college, you should go to college, for sure. But it's just like, if you don't have the means, or there's no reason for you to, like, you don't have, like, a huge motivating reason for it, then, yeah, it's bad. Mandate build? Yeah, I have to practice for scrims. I don't think this build is very good, but, it's good in competitive because it's inexpensive. My other build that I was doing, like, it's actually better, but it's too expensive. It's too hard to get onto all those items. So that's like kind of the problem. College parties. Yeah, I mean, there is something to say about, like, the social aspect of being in college, for sure. That's actually, like, a more motivating factor to me than anything. Because, like, I never really, like... most of my 20s I worked. And I just, like... I competed, right? So, like, I didn't really have, like, much of a social life. So if I was gonna draw, like, some inspiration or interest for, like, going back to college, like, the social aspect of it is definitely there. It's just not worth $100,000. You know? It's just not worth $100,000 to me. That feels weird. Oh, he was really challenging and his jungler wasn't even on this side of the map. His jungler hasn't reset yet. What the f is this guy doing? Are you going Leandries? No, definitely not. Leandries is too expensive. And I also want to practice the build that I would go in, like, in my scrims. I feel like Sona does surprisingly well into this matchup. Just max the W and call it a day. Although I would definitely say that my Ezreal has not played this lane very good. You idiot, you just got revealed. Okay, I intentionally stepped back so that he'll walk forward. Yeah, I'm down for it. What's the build path? Mandate into what? Apparently everyone goes the healing reduction second. I think that's probably fine. I don't need any of these, so I'm resetting afterwards. I think going Lucidity boots before I do anything is fine though. I can go Lucidity's refill right here with a pink. Yeah, I like this. I don't feel like Mandate is like a rush required item. What a homie. He actually walked over to block. Why is that better than Umbral Executioner? Because then you're the only damage. Also, word clearing is really not that useful on Ashe. I think I just go Mandate, get Executioners, and then I can actually full build. See, now, you know what's crazy is like now upgrading like the healing reduction is important because your base healing reduction is actually so piss weak now. I just think healing, I think vision control doesn't matter on this character. I think that's the main thing. He didn't lead with his ult. I don't know if I should hawk that early. I don't know what my AD carry is doing. I was trying to lock into range so that I could block his bandage toss. Your W does no damage. It does a decent amount, 154. It's not bad. I mean, you don't really pick the character for the W damage. You just pick it because you can like constantly do the W, and then you arrow, right? You're just trying to arrow a lot. Yeah, what's up, Trumpet? Oh, it's good. He'll just like get stuck on a pink for a long time. I think I went a little too early. I don't even know why I flashed. He doesn't have ult. I literally watched him use ult, you know? I mean, I used to play Ashe support a decent amount. It's just she used to suck because you just play her into Nautilus and Leon every game, right? Like you're just going to feed. But now every matchup is an enchanter matchup, so like it's like pretty easy to deal with. Oh, I missed. Nah, MF support is really not that good. Like, the reason why you can, like, make an argument for Ashe support, I guess, is just because, like, you do have a lot of utility and you have actionable spells, right? I was hoping he'd bandage toss into that, but I guess that actually would have been bad because he has ulti now. Just get out. Actionable is the new trade triangle. I mean, it's just the term I try to use to people to help them, like, to explain or convey that, like, I can do shit. I can, like, have impact on the game. My character does something. I do agree with chat, though. I don't really know how much I like this build. I guess the argument presented is when you build Mandate, it gives your teammates movement speed, but I don't really know. I've kind of been pretty half and half on this build. I also don't like the Mythic just because, like, it doesn't build, or it gives you a useless Mythic passive, too. Did I really just hear a shutdown from my teammate who's 0, 0, and 0? Why did I hear that? You guys heard that, right? It just said shutdown. Like, the game actually said shutdown, and he was 0, 0, and 0. I don't know, man. Even if he's up CS, isn't that, like, kind of troll? I mean, it's just like it's a pretty team-dependent item, and I don't really know how I like the AP budget. You feel me? Like, those are my main concerns. Because I do kind of agree with chat. I feel like Umbral is kind of just such an insane item that if I just got to buy it... Also, like, I get way better spikes in lane. Like, I would get a serrated Dirk, and, like, I would actually do, like, a lot of damage in lane, whereas pretty much until I finish the Mandate, like, I don't actually feel like I do anything. I have 300 ping, so it's like kind of hard to play. Because like right here, I think this is what you're supposed to build now. Like I think most people will tell you that like you build this now. Which I mean, it seems fine. Like it's not bad. It is ability haste. It is grievous wounds. I do like it for this game 100% just because there's a Sona. You just go Q. I only put 1 point in it, but yeah, I skill it. I mean, it's not a useless spell. Like it can give you like increased value. Oh, I suck. Okay, you got me. Okay, he sucks. Okay, that was unacceptable. What is he even aiming at? Holy f***, that was hard to watch. He actually just walks away from that. Dude, I'd be so tilted as the Sona after a scenario like that. Like how absolutely miserable that is. Alright, we'll just shoot an arrow down mid. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot from downtown. No way, he actually missed his ult on that guy. Ning, you know what to do, right? Hook it up. The downtown Ashe arrow. Oh wow, that actually didn't hit him. You know what's up though? That I can't hit an Ashe arrow. That's what's up. Volley! Brother, you are tanking the turret. My jungler has 16 kills, man. 16 kills this guy gets. I want to try an Umbral build. Are you gonna keep playing some Ashe Pally? Yeah. I'm gonna try some. I'll try some other builds. One thing I do like about the Mandate build though is the early Fairy Charm. I feel like you do kind of run into some mana constraint curving problems. So basically, this happens right where you get like your Lucidity boots or like 1 or 2 CDR items. You're like level 5 or 7, and you actually can't spam your volley because you yourself. But like with Fairy Charm, it helps solve like a lot of problems.